Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and in today's video it's going to be more of a guidance on how to install the chrome deletes on basically almost every vehicle. Normally when it comes to the chrome deletes, we give a little bit of excess material. That way you either have the option to trim off that excess material or use that material to tuck in around the areas where you could tuck in. With that being said, let's get started with the video. So for this video, we have the cutout for the Honda CRV chrome delete. So as you can see here will be the pieces for the chrome delete for the front grille. This piece only, we did the cutout for the driver's side. So basically whatever is done for the driver's side, you would just rinse and repeat the process for the passenger side. So we're gonna start off with the grille first. So this piece here is going to be for the driver's side of the grille, and then the other side is going to be for the passenger side of the grille. And of course this one's going to be just the middle piece, so it's just one piece. So we're going to start off with this piece here, which is the driver's side. Align it up to the edge and it should cover, and then it's just moving the vinyl around. So as you can see, now this piece is tacked down, and I know we started here first, but since we fixed this part here, you could just start off here again. There's no correct way of doing it. It's just more of just going based on how the design of the piece is. So just lift and tuck in. So once you have it aligned, just grab your squeegee and start tacking down the edge here. That way it stays secured and in place. And then from here, you just work your way on aligning each curve of the body line. You don't want to go overboard, so just go piece by piece. So first secure the top part and then continue on with the rest. Just take your time, follow the curve, flatten this piece down. You could use your squeegee as well to flatten it down, and then just go piece by piece. Now that we tack down this piece, you're gonna feel the other body line here of the grille. So it's just continuing. And right here, you might need to use heat just to help the film curve down, or you could just try to tack it down without the heat. So just curve it and it should tack down in place. Once you tack down this piece here, you are gonna have excess material. So you could either trim it or add heat and mold it to the curve. So we're going to apply heat first to make sure we secure all of the edges all around. So right here we are going to have a little bit of excess material. So with your blade, cut out that excess material. Make sure you go slow. You don't want to scratch the headlight. And then from there, just remove that excess material. And now it's perfectly cut out here. Okay, now that we finished installing the grille piece for this end, rinse and repeat the steps for this one. But for now, we're gonna move on to the top piece here, the middle piece here. So before we start, make sure the chrome is clean. That way there's no contaminants when we're installing the vinyl on the chrome. And then just dry the surface. And with this one, it's going to be the same thing. Just align it to the top here first. You are going to see that you are going to have excess material. That's fine. Tack it down from the middle first. Once you have it tacked down on the middle, make sure it's aligned. And then just maneuver your way to the other edge. All I'm doing is just lifting and tacking down. I'm not stretching the film. It's just lift and tack down. Okay, and the same steps we did here, we'll just finish it off to this side. Now that we have the middle piece secured, we're just gonna tack it down and squeegee it in place. And then from here, you can just start squeegeeing the rest of the film. Okay, once you have this piece tacked down, the rest is just finishing off this. So you're just gonna curve it inside the grille. And now the same on this side. And like I said, you are gonna have excess material on this end and on this end. We do it that way you have enough room to work around the area. And then once you're done installing it, you could either tuck in or trim excess material off. So just lift this piece and tuck in here. That way it covers the chrome. And the same thing you would do here, you would do it on this end right here. Okay, now that we finished installing all the pieces of grill, now the next step is going and installing the chrome delete for the door. When it comes to installing the door trims, there's no specific order. You just grab the vinyl and install it to where it belongs. We're going to start off with the front door trim on the driver's side. So it's going to be this piece for the top and then this piece for the bottom. Make sure that the chrome is clean before doing the installation. So just tack it down in place. That way you have support. So align it there first. And like I said, the trim is going to have excess material. You could either tuck it in on the back or trim it off. So it's just following the chrome. We want to align the vinyl to the chrome on the bottom here first. That way when we finish aligning everything on the bottom, we could trim or tuck in on the top. So just align as you go. And same process as we did with the front grille chrome. It's the same process here. So just lift and align and you just keep going. Now that it's aligned on the bottom, just seal it off or start tacking down the rest of the film. That way we could work our way to the top. So just work your way onto the top. And there are going to be times where you could move the rubber gasket from the door, pull a little bit, and you're able to tuck in the film inside. But if you are tucking in, just remove the gasket just a bit. With heat, seal it on the edge. And then once you're done tucking in around the edges, just put the gasket back and you should be good. And then this excess material, you could either fold it and then trim it, or we could just trim it here since the edge ends here. And then with heat, just seal it and it should be all good. Now that we finished installing the upper piece of the front door on the driver's side, the next is installing the bottom piece of the trim. It was up here, so now it'll just be the next bottom one here. So clean the bottom piece and then you're able to install the vinyl. So just align it on this end first, place it down just to hold it. Align it here first, align the vinyl to the bottom first, that way it covers the chrome. And you just lift and tack down. And again, we're gonna have excess material, but that material, just trim it off and it should be good. It's basically the same steps that we did for the top part and the bottom part. We just rinse and repeat for the rear doors as well. And now that everything's secured here, we're just gonna trim here and then heat all around the edge. That way it stays sealed. Find the edge of the chrome delete. Once you feel where the edge is, trim it off. So that's pretty much it. So the same steps we do for the top piece and the bottom piece, you basically do it for the remaining of the door, starting from one end first, reaching it on the edge and placing it down like we did with the other two pieces here. So it's just rinse and repeat. Okay, now that we finished installing all of the pieces for the door, the last piece is the back piece where the quarter window is at. So first align your film to this edge here, make sure it's covering. Once you have it there, you can start maneuvering the film and applying it little by little. So we want to cover this end first and just go around. And you just keep going around until you reach the corner here. So right here we're just gonna finish off the piece, tack it down, apply heat. And then always squeegee at an angle. So just continue applying heat here and then squeegee at an angle. And once you have most of this tacked down, we just move on with the remaining piece here. Important to start off on this end first because there is a curve, and then from there work from one end and then work from the other end. And it's just applying heat all around, and then we're able to seal all the edges here that are lifting. And then from here, you are going to have a little bit of excess material on the edges here. So you just grab your blade and trim it off. And then after that, you just seal it off with heat. So what I like to do is normally I like to heat up the area where I'm going to cut. So I want to leave a print. That way with the blade, I just go and I cut the specific part. And then from there, I just trim off the excess material. And once you finish trimming off all of the edges, the last thing is just heating all around. That way we secure the film onto the chrome. So that concludes the video. Just key points to keep in mind when you're installing the decal on the chrome. You are going to have excess material, so that material is meant to either tuck in or trim off. And when you're placing the film, you don't just place it automatically. You kind of have to just tack one edge first and then make your way slowly, little by little, to the other end of the final. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hope this video helped you guys. And until then, see you guys in the next video.